Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to learn to make my very favorite hipster bikini pattern. I love this pattern so much. Let me show you why. First of all, the side straps are nice and thin, and you can see that it gives like a really nice shape through the hip line, and it's just so beautiful with the whole way that the lines flow around through the leg. And the crutch is 4 finger width, so you've got plenty of coverage there without it being too bulky or not enough fabric. And then the back is so beautiful. So the shape of the back, I really pride myself on this pattern. It creates like the ultimate peach. It's just so beautiful, and you'll see that there's a little bit of fabric here that will come out, at the top, like a little triangle at the top of your bum, and it just looks so beautiful and complementing. And then you've got through here, the coverage here is just a 2 finger, so plenty of coverage, and you'll be super comfortable and confident in this bikini. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I've got my cat sitting on my lap and he's purring away. So apologies if it annoys you, but I just didn't want to get him off my lap. So first of all, I've got my pattern cut out. So the main fabric I've used is beautiful shimmer fabric, and it's a turquoise blue. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to put the right sides together and just pin along the crotch line. And once I've put the pins in place, I'm going to sew like a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Those of you who aren't familiar with inches, I would say 6 millimeters, but most sewing machines are geared to inches, so a 1/4 inch seam allowance is ideal for sewing along through the crotch. So just placing your pins in there, and that's where you'll sew your seam. So if you want to know where to get this pattern, you can go to indiajean.com or see the link below this video, and you can download this pattern on PDF form. Okay, so now I've got my lining, and I'm just placing the right sides of the lining together and doing exactly what I did on the main fabric. So I'm just going to pin into place the crutch, and I use 3 pins. You can use however many you like, and you'll probably find that if you've made patterns before, you'll notice that this crutch is a little bit different. It's cut differently just for more coverage in all areas, but still give a beautiful line of the G-string or a thong, but still having lots of coverage, for those moments that you bend over at the beach, you just want to feel a little bit more confident and secure. Okay, so once you've got those pins in place, you will just sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. There we are, they're both done, and we're ready to move on to the next stage. So now, placing the right sides together of either the main fabric or the lining, you're going to pin the side of the bikini. So there's one, and then there's two. You pin those sides, and of course you'll do another seam allowance on the sewing machine. So I'm just using just a normal straight stitch, and I just go backwards and forwards maybe once or twice just to make sure that it's nice and secure. And we'll do the same again on the main fabric as well. So it depends on whether you started with the lining or the main fabric. So you just sew a straight stitch along. You can always do a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch next to it if you prefer. It's completely up to you. So we're just doing it on the other side now. You might be able to occasionally hear birds in the background or an aeroplane. Yeah, so it's all part of the effect. As long as you're learning something, that's all that matters. Okay, so we've got all these pinned into place, and then we'll sew 1/4 inch seam allowance. get those pins in there. There we are, and then just sew those, and ta-da, they're done. So I've sewn the edges, so the sides of the bikini and the crutch. So placing the wrong sides together with the crutch seam, I'm just going to line it all up so that I can pin them into place. So we're just pinning the wrong sides together, and I always start with the crutch seam and I just fold them to one side, not the same side as each other. You want them opposite sides, and then you can just pin your... If you heard a thump, that was my cat jumping off my lap. He's all good now. All right, you just pin that in there. And then away you go. You just pin everything together with the wrong sides together. The leg holes and the waist or the hips. And there we go. I'm pinning away. I wish I could pin this fast in real life. That would be pretty cool. Maybe one day. There we are. And so once you've got all the pins into place, we're going to sew a zigzag stitch around through the leg holes and then up through the waist or the hip opening. Front and back, nice zigzag stitch all the way around. There we are, all that done. So zigzag stitch all the way around, very close to the edge, but not over the edge, but just close enough. So there we are. This is so easy. You could probably, download this pattern, cut out the fabric in probably 45 minutes and have a new pair of swimwear bottoms. So now I've got my swimwear elastics. It's 6mm and it's a nice firm elastic. So I'm going to pop that into the side and sew a zigzag stitch. And when I get to the crutch and I go to sew, from here to here, about 2 inches, I'm going to pull the elastic slightly firmer to what I would normally pull around the rest of the swimwear. This just gives you a little bit more coverage so that everything stays in and you feel super comfortable. So when I pull the basic elastic around, I'm just pulling it slightly. So you just go and put that on around the leg holes and the openings. There we are. And my elastic is on, and as you can see, it's looking really sturdy. My zigzag is on. And then we're just going to fold that over and then do another zigzag over the top of the main fabric just to enclose that elastic. And then do that around all openings, top and around through the leg holes. There we are. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Look at that. So this is the inside, already done with the fold over elastic. And we've got the lining, so you're going to feel really confident and protected in this. And there we are. So that was super easy, under 10 minutes. This is the shortest YouTube tutorial I have done. So as you can see, it's got this gorgeous peach shape. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous on you. I cannot wait for you to tag me in what you make using this pattern. And as you can see, that beautiful line up to those thin straps on the side, you're going to look absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to see. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and head to the website indiajean.com, and there you'll be find this pattern and a whole heap of other patterns and resources to get you started on your journey for sewing. Thank